let's go around to a quick, let's give our picks for this upcoming weekend. Let's do it real quick. I'll go first. I got, they haven't failed me yet this year when I've taken them. I'm taking Syracuse plus 14 against Clemson. I think it's in Syracuse. So that's a huge upside for them. I think Clemson is faltering all year. So I got Syracuse plus 14. I already said I got Oklahoma State plus 5.5. I do think you guys end up winning that game. I do hope that, but I do think if not, you probably lose by a field goal again, like year after year. Next game is Ole Miss -3 at Tennessee. I'm just taking Ole Miss because that's the Eli Manning, Peyton Manning rivalry. And Eli called Peyton out being like, oh, he didn't want to call this game this weekend, how they've been doing the Monday night thing. Peyton bailed on doing it for this game. Maybe that he didn't, maybe he did. But if Eli said he did, I'm going with Eli. Ole Miss -3 at Tennessee. And the game that I think is wild for this spread. I think this spread is wild, but maybe maybe it will, like the week before where Arkansas played them, they got blown the fuck out. I got Kentucky plus 23.5 at Georgia. I think Kentucky's not that bad. I think that spread is insane. 23.5 for Kentucky. Maybe Georgia is the real deal. We don't know, but if they're going to lose, it's probably going to be this game. I at least got the spread. I don't know if Kentucky's going to win, but I do think Georgia falters at one point this year before the SEC championship game. I do think in the regular season, they do drop one. So those are my 4 picks. I got Syracuse plus 14, Oklahoma State plus 5.5, Kentucky plus 23.5, Ole Miss -3. Preston, you're next.
I'm going to go the opposite of you on the Kentucky-Georgia game just because Georgia has been a wagon for me so far this season. So I'm taking Georgia minus 23.5. That defense is just too good. I don't think Kentucky is really the 11th ranked team in the country. I looked at their schedule before all this, and they've had a fairly easy schedule so far. Then I'm going to ride with Bama coming off of a loss, minus 17.5 versus Mississippi State. I don't think Mississippi State is a good football team. That's the only reason I'm taking Alabama in that one. And then a little Big 12 flavor here, over 58 in the Cincy versus UCF game. Cincy's good, and UCF can put up some points, so I think that over should hit pretty good.
Sounds good. Jake, what do you got?
Interesting, dude. I mean, I had 2 of Preston's pick, but the other way around. So obviously game day, take it every week. The Georgia-Kentucky game, it's one of those where the spread's a little too spicy for me. So life's too short to bet the under. So I'm taking the over 44.5. I'm trying to fade myself this week, give me the good juju for Texas. And then also he picked Central Florida Cincy. He took would you take the over or the under? I'm taking the spread. I'm taking Central Florida plus 20.5. I think that's pretty high for a team that's, Central Florida is pretty good. I mean, they hung in there. They beat Boise State. They have a couple good wins. I know they have a couple losses, but the only outlier that I have is I'm taking San Diego State minus 9.5 against San Jose State, which should be a decent game. It's kind of out there, but I like taking those Friday night light games.